everybody. One of Weezem here. It's a little after 12:30 here on now Thursday, the 29th of October. Almost Halloween, hence Fiesta's upgrade. So, where we left off, we had taken care of the base upgrades with Frightful Fiesta. I've actually completed the quest not only for Fiesta, but also for Crypt Crusher. Video release schedule for Halloween, basically 10 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 7 p.m. Although the videos are releasing at those times. Today at work was so busy I didn't really get to tweet anything until I think around 4 o'clock. And I had to do all 3 of them, and then I haven't had time to do the 7th one either. So, priorities, you know. So, they are coming out. I just may not get to, like, promote them per se, but maybe tomorrow will be a little easier. That said, what we're going to do here, we've got the tough choice of which path to take. And I guess we should just come in here to Persephone.
Are you ready for a new magical upgrade?
Okay, something else of note, the cannon is gone. And, it has been replaced, and I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of like the cannon. I'll try to showcase that to you at the end here if I remember. But we've got what amigos are for. You can make a stronger bond with your amigos, making them more powerful. Best amigos forever. I feel like that could have been worded slightly more Fiesta-ish, but whatever. Down here is Superstar. Become the star of the show and bewilder enemies with magnificent performances. I kind of think I would prefer that path, and I think I'm going to give that to Frightful. So, we're going to come in and we're actually going to take Fiesta down what amigos are for. Not true. Skylander Tutor, level 74. Alright. Now, I don't know that we have enough money. I think we should be fine on the base upgrades. I don't know if we can afford the Soul Gem. If not, there's a few legendary treasures I haven't tapped out. And that should remind me to come in and hopefully at that point show you what I'm talking about with a cannon. Anyway, we're going to get, let's see, 3,200, okay. So 32, 56, 73. Oh, I think we have enough. I think it's going to come out to 88 something, and we've got 89, so well played. Anyway, take it away, amigos. I'll have all that documented too, because these prices are what's important to me. In fact, let me do that now, because this is maximum discount, and I can retool my spreadsheet here. So 10% for upgrade path A is going to be 1360, 1760. You will be seeing this in due time, and you can appreciate it if that's what you're into. 3,200 on the Soul Gem. Okay. So that is a significant discount. I'll do all the math later. Maybe make a post on the Skylander Club forum or something. Now I'd have to get back to Fiesta. Here he is, right where we need to be. So, take it away, amigos. 1360 again. 10 wing sapphires, 20% discount. That is significant. Press X while trumpeting to play a solo note. We can do that. Every 5th solo note played makes amigos get a damage boost. Now, is it every 5th note? Because as we demonstrated in the base upgrades, you can basically spawn the amigos, and granted, in a chapter play situation, I guess they would be taking damage more than likely, but here you can kind of seemingly do this for an eternity, you know. So, better than ever. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we're gonna just try to analyze this. This might be the most complex on this path, so first thing first, we'll spawn in them. Okay, so 2 of them, they're both doing 12 to 18, which is actually pretty good. They're standard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they're gone. So that didn't work well. I think it's in part because I have these legendary treasures over here. So I'll try to point blank range this thing. He is a 12 to 18, okay. So that should keep him around longer via solo. What's he up to? He's still doing 12 to 18. You psychos. I'm just gonna, well, I don't know what we're gonna get to, but we're gonna, is it just a temporary deal? Because I'm seeing like 14 and 21. I'm the 5 to the 8, and I'm seeing 14 and 21. I'm not seeing a progressive increase. So he should stay around a while. And he's back to 12. So 1, 2. This is not working well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are you gonna do about it? He's gone. Okay. This is a ridiculous thing, and I don't think it works well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That or we don't understand it. He's still doing 12. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Let's look for his numbers. They're still 12. Alright, I'm seeing my 5 to 8, and I'm seeing his 12 to 18. Let me read the strategy guide here. Okay, press attack 1 while trumpeting to play a solo note. We can do that. Every 5th solo note played makes amigos get a damage boost. I don't think they do. I really don't. I'm still seeing 12 to 18. So there's 12 to 18, so it doesn't seem to have any lingering effect. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. And he's still doing 12. This whole time we're playing, I'm seeing 12 to 18. I see a lot of 18s with the exclamation, which is a critical hit. I'm seeing a lot of 8s that are critical. But I was still seeing 12s in there. So... not a fan. Well, let's say the least. 1, 2, 3. You know what? You kind of have to spam these, actually, to be honest with you, to get 5 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now he's doing 14 to 21. Somehow in there he was doing 14 to 21. There's at least 5. I'm still doing 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's literally only on the 5th note. Is about the only way I can explain this. Now my thoughts were, he does 12 to 18, we throw out 5 solo notes, he jumps to say 13 to 19. We throw out another 5, he jumps 14 to 21. Another 5, you know, he becomes 15 to 23. Another 5, 16, 24. And clearly that is not the case. It seems like every 5th solo note I play, he jumps from 12, 18 to 14 to 21. So, that's what I will call it. So, literally, we're going to put that in our spreadsheet. Every 5th solo note, 12 to 18 equals 14 to 21. Now the question here, Symbols guy was 1726 where we left off with Mucho Amigos. Symbols and whatever that other instrument is. Achievement unlocked. Controller batteries are low. Alright, let's see what we get. Well, we don't need you. But let's verify this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look for a 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just spam this and see if we ever see a 14. Or a 21. No. Not a fan of this upgrade at all. Maybe with more amigos it'd be more beneficial, but this is basically stuff I would be doing anyway. So, it's not a horrible setup, it's just not a great one either. Please give us a symbol man. No. Fail. Nope. Okay, so that's our 1726 guy. So let's let that guy expire, hopefully. It's a shame you can't control the amigo. Okay, so stick around, buddy. 1726, and he's up 20 to 30. It's gonna look like. It seems like he gets kind of like a pink aura whenever we hit that 5th music note. So see the 1726 there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, oh, now he's up to 26. Okay, I was thinking that was a standard number. So he's firing off a lot of crits. Yeah, his is gonna be 20 to 30. So that was a really complicated thing to figure out for as little as it's worth. In all honesty, so I don't know. Some of you may love that. Me, I could care less about it. It's pretty much pointless the way I'm gonna play this game. So, granted, I mean every little bit does help, and I mean I am gonna be, you know, spawning things off and firing. Man, give us the Symbol Crasher. There we go. Alright, so we got 3 of them going. See how they kind of get like the blue, purple, and yellow auras? That's when they're firing off, I guess, their like little 5th note. So I feel like we've kind of made some sense of that, at least as best we can. And I'm done with it. If you want to play around with it, feel free. I am not interested. Mucho Amigos, yes. So press B to summon an amigo. You can now have up to 5 amigos. 1760 is the price. And that's a big deal because the amigos are actually very useful. That's one of those things you think, oh, you know, that's kind of weak. And 1726 is the highlight there. I mean, come on. But you have to think about it. They fire it off 15 times. Okay, so going worst case scenario, you got Mucho Amigos from your base upgrades. You can have 3 of them active. They're each gonna do, you know, unless they're killed off or something, they have a potential to do 15 times 12. Significant numbers, and then when you do, that's per amigo, so 15, 12, x3, pretty serious damage. It kind of offsets, you know, our own 12 to 18. So now what we're doing is we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now watch this. 1 will disappear. Yeah. Now another. See there, so you can have a maximum of 5. That's simple to document. So, have 5 amigos once. Same damage, no big deal. Alright. Not gonna put no big deal on spreadsheet, but you know. Alright, now pay attention to how they move, right? Well, pay attention to how they... Pay attention to how that guy moves, the one with the guitar. The other 2 guys are kind of long-range amigos, if you will. So we're going to come in here. I like how when you exit the area or talk to Persephone, they kind of have that aura behind them. That's a nice touch. Alright, so I told you to pay attention to that because Soul Jam is up next for 2400. Press Y to become laid low. Amigos move faster while laid low. Now, to me, that looks like... not music notes. Some of those look like health gains. And that is not advertised. Oftentimes in this game we've seen unadvertised benefits. I don't know if we'll be aware of it here, if it is a thing, but it, you know. And we do have enough money. Ha! With 230 left over. Suck it, Hugo. Alright. So here we go. Let's see what we get. We're gonna spawn off 1 amigo. And it's a mover. I guess you can't summon amigos while you're underground, which is a bit of a buzzkill. Oh yeah, they're doing their damage way faster. Pay attention to that. Now we got timed out. See the slowness? And so yeah, that's kind of like a rapid fire deal. Let's let them get out of that. Come on now. There you go. Seems like that may have increased duration again. We have it basically 22 seconds or 15 hits. What I'm going to do here is we're going to try to see if they stick around longer. Now, we can't stay underground very long. 10 seconds, I believe, is our maximum. So let's see what we get here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nope, so nothing there. They do move considerably quicker. So pay attention to the attack damage numbers from these three guys. Kind of like 1, 2, 3, you know, type of deal. Underground, though, they seem to pick up the pace. The beat quickens, if you will. Let's make sure our damage didn't change. Yeah, 20 to 30 still. Entering and exiting the underground. So let's, I guess, get the Soul Gem now. So Soul Gem, Amigos move faster. So the biggest thing on this What Amigos Are For path, in my opinion, is adding 2 Amigos, because you're taking your 15 times of 12 damage multiplied by 3, you're changing the 3 to the 5. So again, nothing like groundbreaking, like wow, you know, but if you sit down and do the math, that's a pretty big deal. So I'm content with it. I mean, if you're that type of a person that you enjoy this sort of a, you know, damage output or something. What is 15 times 12? 12 times 12 is 144. 12 times 3 is 36. 144 and 36 is 180. 180 times 3 is 540. 180 times 5 is 900. So 540 versus 900 is essentially your worst case scenario, assuming you get the full 15 hits off, which again, with enemies, you might not get it, but you know what you're capable of, and that's what you have to base stuff. I hope this gold doesn't despawn. So we need to get that with Frightful. He does not quite have enough. Anyway, it's Soul Gem time. Everyone's favorite time when the path is kind of disappointing. Hold B to summon a Fiesta. Are we not a Fiesta already? The guest list is huge. Okay, so this is looking interesting here. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Amigos. If you can summon 5 Amigos through the Fiesta, and this bottom path is anything at all, it kind of takes away Mucho Amigos. Let's get it and see. It might have some catches, or it might be fantastic. Who knows? But again, 900 damage on the light side. That's not critical. That doesn't factor in symbols and clappers guy that also do 1726. That's just, you just get guitar and trumpeteers the entire time. So that right there, that's the main reason you would take this path. This one, you know, it's not gonna be a big deal really. It's marginal at best, and it implies you've got to use your solo note. So if you like the solo note, if you love using it, that's a huge benefit. If you're just like, you know, I'd rather just spam the trumpet, that's basically nullified. Soul Gem, if you go this route, is not a bad addition. It's a shame you didn't get any additional benefits, like a better armor reduction, or 20 to 30 became, you know, 22 to 33 or something even minuscule. But again, the highlight right there, Mucho Amigos for sure. Does it interfere with Family Fiesta? Does it make Family Fiesta better? I don't know, but we're going to find out. So we are fully upgraded with Fiesta here. He's joined the ranks of the fully upgraded, and I'm sure it feels great. So we're going to hold B. Okay. 12 to 18, 15 to 23. I cannot move, which is kind of disappointing. Although I guess these guys would heatsink. So they just continuously flood out. Are they all doing 15 to 23 now? Seems to be the case. Let me stop. You can just stop on a dime. Oh, I know, the 12 to 18 is from our little first guy. In this case, a trumpeter right to the right-hand side. I'm kind of swinging my hat through every once in a while. Okay, so that's interesting. I mean, yeah, I guess you would be vulnerable, pretty vulnerable there, but it's still kind of cool. So... infinite, that's a big word. supply of Amigos to rush. And they do 15 to 23. Now again, obviously if you start getting whacked, you're gonna stop that. It would be cool if on this path the first 5 that you fire off would actually be Amigos, and then when they time out, if you're still doing the Soul Gem for some reason, they're replaced, you know, successively type of a deal. So not only do you get the rush in of 15 to 23, you could have the bonus damage kind of tied in. But what we want to do is really hope that that treasure stays there. I kind of think it will, but I've never really tested it before. So we're gonna hop down here and get a few Greebles. There's really not a lot to showcase, to be honest with you. So we got Mucho Amigos, so let's just go ahead and spawn off a few of these dudes. And they're going after my legendary treasure. Good freaking grief. Okay, well this is what happens here, I guess. Let's make these 2 guys move faster, right? And they're shooting at who knows what down there. So it's us versus the Greeble apparently. I'm not even looking at my TV screen. I'm recapping the path. Mucho Amigos, Soul Gem, take it away Amigos. Okay, well I can't really showcase take it away Amigos either. Let me increase the party here. So we got 3 Greebles, and I'm just gonna stand here in the middle. I think if I get hit this will stop. It does. Wow, but you get a really good sense of how well these guys... But none of them are going after the Greebles. What is the... Is there like a pinata over there or something? I don't know, burrito wagon? Taco Tuesday? I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. I thought I would prefer Superstar Path. And I am pretty sure now, unless it's just basement dwelling abysmally bad, I am going to do that. So this path to me is a bit underwhelming, but again, 15 potential instances of damage at 12 from Mucho Amigos, which that's our worst case scenario there. 15 is the best case scenario. Instances of damage, 12 damage points 15 times. That's gonna come out, what did we say, 144, 190, right? Is that where we were at? No, 180. So 180, and then 3 Amigos, 540. Add another 360 to that from 2 more Amigos, you're up to 900. So basically you're taking what's great about the Amigos and you're essentially almost doubling it. You're adding 2 to the party, or the guest list, whatever you want to say, and that comes out pretty nice. Now keep in mind, if you're like, man, this is really bad. Yes, they didn't rush the Greebles, but you know, they kind of hone in on the legendary treasure. In a chapter scenario, they would hone in on the enemy, so it's, you know, you can't fault them for that. It's a shame. I don't really know. I thought when I saw the screenshot, like the artwork for the Soul Gem, I thought it was going to be a deal where you were in laid low, and whenever it like timed out, or if you held it down or hit X while laid low or something, I thought like our head was going to explode like a pinata, and it was going to be like one of those, like, you know, 120 to 240, or I guess it'd be 120, 180, 200, 250, 200, 300. I thought it would be like massive damage with knockback and have like confetti or candy rain down you, like food that we could then come up and eat if we were low health. And it was not. So anytime I have my expectations built up high and then it's bad, it kind of crushes things that much more. And if you look at the artwork for the Soul Gem, it does look like what I'm describing. It doesn't look like you're just going to fan infinite Amigos out of your hat and they're going to do 15 and 23. But again, 15, if you fire 5 of them off, that's 75 damage. 6 is 90, 7 is 105. If you can get 14 off, it's 2. I mean, so it's proportional, you know, it's not what I expected. And I feel like this path for my play style, kind of a disappointment, in part just because of the base upgrades with 3 Amigos. 540 damage is actually really, really good. So the 900 is, yeah, definitely better. It's great, but this path doesn't really excite me at all, sadly. So, needless to say, I still have high hopes, and he's still actually a really good Skylander, in my opinion. It's just the path is not what I thought it would be. Take it away, Amigos. I mean, that to me, I'll be honest, basically useless. Mucho Amigos, again, fantastic, but I feel like the 3 is totally sufficient for my playstyle. Cannot argue with having the extra 2. And then Soul Jam, it's kind of like, yeah, you know, if it was plus 10 speed for Fiesta or plus 8 armor or anything like that, I would have been happy with it. But it's just, it's kind of, it's cool, but it doesn't like have anything else tied in with it, at least that we've seen yet. Now the artwork has what looks to be the regaining of health. I don't know if you're in Soul Jam and the Amigos kill someone or do damage, you gain like 2 to 3 health points back. That would make this a totally different perspective, and I'd be a huge fan of it. But it's not outlined in the game, it's not outlined in the strategy guide. So I'm kinda, I don't really know type of a deal. So let's see what it says in the strategy guide. So, this is basic attack, Consider bypassing the laid low to get Mucho Amigos, solo and encore. Laid low fun, but it can wait. Superstar path's a good way to go if Fiesta's still leveling up, or if you're going the 2-player route and your partner needs gold. But no one would blame you for sticking with what Amigos are for. Those little Amigos are awesome. So I don't know. This is kind of, you know, like Sonic Boom Double Trouble type deal, but the damage isn't quite the same. You know, if you go back to SSA. What I'll do, I'll take Superstar with Frightful. We'll see how well we like it, and then we'll kind of do our final comparison. But for me, what Amigos are for, not the path for me, I don't think. So, I always hate saying that. I feel bad. I know people are going to be like, that's my favorite path, you jerk. You know, I hate you now. But, like I said, he's still a great character based solely off of the base upgrades, and I can't argue with nearly double the damage from Amigos, which I've outlined is amazing. It's just, take it away in Soul Jam, do nothing for me personally. And when 2 out of the 3 on the path don't do anything for your personal playstyle, what am I supposed to say? Lie to you and tell you, you know, it's the best cheesecake we've ever had? No. I'm clear cut, clean. I keep it straight and real, whatever you want to say, and speak the truth, the simplistic thing. So, not a fan of this path. However, Superstar may suck, and I'll be like, wow, that what Amigos is really way better. But we don't know yet because we haven't taken it, so I'm gonna do that. And I can't imagine me being, and I'm dealing with the disappointment of the Soul Gem too, which it's not horrible. It just looks nothing like the artwork. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Or I guess maybe I'm looking at the artwork for something else, but I don't know. That's just, this path, solid damage numbers from adding 2 Amigos, and that's about it. And it's like, we did that with one thing, what are the other 2 here for? That's sort of where I'm at. So, anyway, I'll quit rambling. We'll hope that cash is still there for Frightful, because he does need it. So, I'll go grab that. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with me? You think Mucho Amigos was great, but the other 2 are kind of eh? Have you actually played it, and am I thinking maybe Soul Jam does regen health? Because again, that would radically change everything I've just said here. But it's not outlined in the game or the strategy guide, and I can't see it because of the greebles here. And the Amigos going after other things. But let me know which path you prefer for Fiesta and why. Similarly, if you've not voted in the poll Fiesta versus Frightful Fiesta, make sure you do that. Link down below is on the Skylander Club forum. SkylanderClub.com, scroll down to polls and discussion. You can find the thread there, cast your vote. If you want to chime in with why you prefer one over the other, make sure you sign up on the forum. You can do that there. You can just leave a comment here with why if you're so inclined. But again, let me know your thoughts. Which path do you prefer and why? And particularly here, what Amigos are for. Are you kind of the mindset that I've got, or do you think I'm crazy and this is the greatest thing ever? Again, not going to argue with Mucho Amigos. I think it's great. It's just the other two underwhelmed me, and then the Soul Gem wasn't really quite what I was thinking it was. So anyway, I'll quit rambling. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like. If you like the Skylanders research series, make sure you're subscribed. It'll keep you up with all the latest. OneOfWisdom.com is my personal site. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Once again, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you back here for more Skylanders SuperChargers research.